Hello all, Seriously is here, back for another base tour, and as you can see we're in a bit of a closet, bit of a tight fit here at this base. We got a teleporter terminus and that's about it. Inside. Outside, we got the base computer and a huge circle platform. We are at the archive, and it is indeed an archive. If we head into here we can see what it looks like from above without even going into screenshot mode. We'll just hit upload, and we'll do that. We'll go into screenshot mode. There's the address. Good luck getting here. We're in Hickenpov Galaxy, Galaxy 99. We've got a giant 48-sided circle here with several 24-sided circles around it and one 12-sided circle. Now, this base was built at an archive because I found an archive on a paradise planet. It's got blue skies. The sun is just rising. There we go. There we go. We gave it some time. Now I'll take another screenshot during the daytime. Beautiful planet. It's got yellow and green grass. Not my favorite. Mushroom trees. I like those. They glow at night. The grass also glows yellow and green at night. It's a nice planet. Blue skies. Nice space color. It's great. We got a ring planet in the sky. Perfect location. But it's an archive in more ways than one. I've been getting confused since I've been base building again, not knowing where parts came from. And it doesn't really matter to me because I have access to pretty much all the parts. This save here, if we go into my build mode, it doesn't have legacy parts. This was an Expedition 3 save, so I don't have the legacy base parts. I only have the legacy freighter parts in the save, which is why we have such a cool looking freighter on the save. But yeah, I wanted to build a base that showcased visually where each part came from and how to get it if you don't have access to that. Now, all my saves obviously do have access to these so far because I've done all the expeditions and I have tons of Quicksilver. So the other two places that you're going to get stuff from are right over here at the Scrap Merchant for Tainted Metal. Here are the items we can get from the Scrap Merchant by paying Tainted Metal to him. Now, you get Tainted Metal on Derelict Freighters, so in theory, these are all Derelict Freighter items. However, technically they're not. That's not where you buy them. And you can't buy Derelict Freighter items. They are only found on Derelict Freighters. So we got the jellyfish, we got the decal for the decal for the jellyfish, we got the decal for the hazard, the warning decal, and the abomination or something like that decal. And then we have this horrid thing, ew, gross, pustule, orange pustule. It's a pumpkin. It's definitely a pumpkin. Down below, there's our archive. Ooh, nice hauler. We get some ships landing up here. There are landing pads, as you can see, buried underneath the stone up here. And our hut's inside here. Our hut is built on top of the little spire. If we were to delete the floors, we would be standing on the very, very top of the archive here. So, the Derelict Freighters, let's go over there. We got some nice red warning lights to remind us of the entrance of a Derelict Freighter. And I put the message module in here as a little warning or a heads up of what you can expect to find in each area. Now, this area, unfortunately, if we go into camera mode, look how big a 24-sided circle is. It's huge, huge. I did not need this big an area. What happened was the plan was to have a very small area for the 3 or 4 items. Ooh, we got some parts disappearing in camera mode. It's a pretty part-heavy base because of the circles. A very small circle over here, 12-sided, just a natural circle built with the triangles. Over here, we were going to have a either 12 or 16-sided circle, something like that. Very small circle. And on the sides, we're going to have 24 sides because we had more parts to build on those 2 spots. Accidentally, I built this one and then ran to where I thought was over here, but was actually over here. Finished building the circle, looked up and realized I was on the opposite wrong side and decided instead of deleting it, I would just have an empty circle. So that's why this one has so much space and lots of repeated items. I didn't want to just have one of each item. We've got a couple of repeats. All of the various Derelict Freighter items that you get on Derelict Freighters are available here. We've got a plant item here behind this locker. You can open these lockers, you can open these crates, but all it does is visually open them. You can't actually put stuff in them, unfortunately. We got some of those bug things up here. Ew. And that's about it for Derelict Freighters. Let's head over to the Expeditions one, because this is what I've been worried about, building most things, and people won't have access to some of these items. Oh, okay, that was just a heads up. Wasn't my timer good? I didn't think it had been a half hour yet. So this is the Expeditions area. All of the items built in here. Well, almost all of the items. There's a couple of items put in here for visual display purposes, and I'll tell you about them. But this grass right here, these hanging vines, they are an Expedition item. The giant skull, the flaming barrel in its mouth, and the I don't know what it's called. What is that item called? It's in here with the plants and rocks and stuff. Fingery deposit. Yeah, gross. That's also an Expedition item. We have a frigate calf. We've got this blue glowing cube that circles around this base, floating around. That is from an Expedition. These are from the current, well, the current Expedition just ended. Sorry, by the time you're watching this, the current Expedition will be over. Yeah, you can finish your Expedition for a few hours as I'm filming this, but no, you can't start another Expedition, and by the time you watch this, Expedition 8 will be done. Also, speaking of Expedition 8, we have... Oh, they didn't load in. Why didn't they load in? Here are some of the decals for the Expeditions. They should all have been in here on the walls. So some of this is a huge, huge part count base because of all of the pieces that need to go into a circle floor, unfortunately. Well, we'll just have to show you in the build menu. So here are the decals for these Expeditions. I'm not going to put them in on top of, they're already there. For sure they're there. But, you know, I shrank them down, fit them in, made them look nice, all that stuff. So there's one there already. I'm not going to put it in again because they're there. There are 8 different current Expeditions. And those are in this area as well. It is making me wonder what else isn't loading in. We got this glowing light in a container. That's an Expedition. This room in the middle, again, another flaming barrel. Another skull here, just to show the difference in lighting that you can do by putting different lights in here, because this glowing skull has a very, very strong blue light, and if you put an orange or a red light in there, it gets a purple effect. It's pretty cool. We got posters, lots of posters, 12 in total, I think, from Expeditions on these walls here. And there are 5 different flags from the Expeditions up there as well. So not that many items. All of these mushrooms and the Troglo tulips, they came from Expeditions. We got another fingery deposit here to display these mushroom caps. I think they look pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it for Expeditions. So not that much stuff. Oh, and of course this giant Expedition 1 flag as well. I would love if we got one of those for each Expedition. That would be fantastic, but unfortunately not. Unfortunately, no. All right, now the bulk of the items. If this base weighed over on its side by part count, it would be on this side for sure. Quicksilver. Quicksilver items are by far the hugest, well, the second biggest source of all possible parts. Obviously, the biggest source of all parts in the game are the salvaged data parts that you buy on the Space Anomaly. But we're not showcasing a single area for those because that would make this a base that had every single part. I did not want to do that. There was already enough parts in this base. So here we have all of the trophies and a robot looking over them. Those are all Quicksilver items. Very old Quicksilver items for the trophies. The bronze, silver, and gold are some of the oldest Quicksilver items. We are currently missing one of the grasses. We have the short grass, the tall spiky grass, and the leafy grass over there. We've got the 3 different kinds of tree. Those are some pretty old Quicksilver items. All of the various trees that you see here, basically all of the trees in the game that you can place come from this or from expeditions, and only the mushrooms that we saw over there came from expeditions. In fact, all of these mushrooms come from Quicksilver. This pink one here I should check on, but I'm pretty sure it's Quicksilver. I think I double checked. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I think this one here. But this one here is definitely Quicksilver. This one over here, which is, you know, a mutated fungus of some kind, that is from Quicksilver. All of these rocks you see here behind the terrarium, they're from Quicksilver. All of those underwater items here, setting up some nice light effects over here, including obviously that are underwater items. Those are Quicksilver. The decals on the side here, those fancy ones. The chair up above, can we get in here? The mud hut itself. Oh, I don't know if I can sit in that chair. I didn't test this chair. I don't think we can get in there anymore. I had the hanging vines over there, but it turns out the hanging vines are not a Quicksilver item. They are from an expedition, unfortunately. But this chair, the classic chair it's called, is a Quicksilver item. Mud hut is a Quicksilver item. The dead swamp tree is a Quicksilver item. All of the trees. The bubble vat and the bubble pipes, those are Quicksilver items. The aquarium is a Quicksilver item. This cube here, expanding cube gadget, that one, that's a Quicksilver item. You can change the color of this one. The holographic globe gadget, nice light effect on that, very bright teal light. You should pick one of those up if you need a light effect. What's this thing called? Something reality something. Let's find it. Let's find the part. It'll be in this column. It'll be right there. Pocket reality generator. I thought it had reality in the word there. We got another rock here with some frost and moss on it. That's a whole bunch of decals for the different space hubs. The fireplace, which I don't know why I put into the side of the mud hut, but I couldn't fit it anywhere else. I put the decals in first, and there was no spot against the wall for it, unfortunately. Because there's more over here even. These awesome painted decals on the side there under the roots of the mud hut. Also Quicksilver items. The synthesis core. Synthesis. So hard to say that. This glowing pot. The antimatter orb on top of it. All of these creepy plants from, I guess, fungus and... Actually, the fungus plants were where? Where were the fungus plants? Oh, right here, right in front of us. This thing here, this creepy eye tree. That hexy thing over there is from radioactive planets. This is from a radioactive planet. These are actually from lush planets. This weird glowing tree right here. And so is that. Don't know why, but that's from anomalous lush planets. We've got the alien things here. Oh, look at that. The, what do you call it? Storm crystal. That doesn't light up during storms, that you wouldn't get on this planet anyway because it's a perfect paradise planet. That's also Quicksilver. These 4 sails, the sail here, this one we got over here, all the way around the edges there's sails. They are all Quicksilver items. These posters, Quicksilver items. I believe there's 11? 8. There's only 8. There was 12 posters in Expeditions, and there are 8 distinct posters from Quicksilver. The other posters are available from Salvage Data. All right, I think that's just about it. Let's take one last peek at this flag here. That's the last flag we didn't look at there. Anything else for us to check out? There is Quicksilver items still to buy, so we're going to have to add to this area too. Expeditions will probably be coming out, but my guess is that the next set of expedition will be redos of the previous expeditions. So maybe people will be able to unlock all of these items over here in this area again. Hopefully so, because some of these items, there's not a lot. There's nowhere near as many items over here as there is from Quicksilver, but they are fantastic items, just absolutely amazing. Even this hanging grass, these hanging vines, so useful, so pretty for aesthetic purposes. Look at the cool stuff you can do with some of this stuff. This thing here, people really like. They want to put it on their freighters inside their planetary chart room. No kidding, it looks great. Extra posters, why not? Yeah, tons of cool stuff. Oh, this thing here. What should we call it here? Standing chart thing. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. So hopefully we get to redo the expeditions. I'll have a blast redoing some of them. I would love to do another Expedition 3 save, even though I will only have the new freighter parts because it'll have a new freighter. But I'd love to have another super exotic ship. And we spent the whole day here. We spent all day on this planet. Make an autosave. I already uploaded the... Ooh, what's that over there? Look at that. The green sun is setting. What a beautiful place. All right. Well, there's the address again. If you guys want to come here. It's in Hikenpav Galaxy. Galaxy 99. It is... Your visitors welcome. Absolutely. Set up shop. Make a base. But... it's mostly just for show. For myself, too. Because when I want to know where a part is from, I can come take a look. And that was the point of this thing. An archive of all the parts we get and where they're all from. I'm probably going to, if we get a new source of parts, I'm probably going to have to merge our scrap dealer parts with our derelict freighter parts. No big deal there. There's tons of room over on that huge circle there. Yeah, that's about it for today, everyone. Another base tour, another circle base. I do like my circles. Who doesn't like circles? They just take quite a bit of work to set up, so that's why we didn't build it on camera, but we came and showed it off on camera and showed off all of the parts. That's the important part. The parts are the part. That's the part. Until next time, everybody, have a good time.